Hi, my name is Lisa, and this is a slow flow for healing and relaxation. So for today's class, we're just gonna get into the hips, go super slow. It's gonna be a nice slow movement. It's just for you to ground down, and if you have been through a very trying day or trying week, this is the yoga sequence for you to just unwind, relax, and it just allows you to be present in the postures. So for today, we're gonna start off with me reading this poem by Joy Harjo called Remember, and it's really grounding, and it just allows me to remember who I am and remembering to stay present and calm. So let's come to a comfortable seated position, or maybe you want to start with lying down. We're going to switch it up when we start actually moving into the sequence. Ground down through the sit bones, rise to the crown of the head, come to close the eyes, tune on into the breath, tune on into the body. Take a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Take a nice big deep breath in and exhale. Last big deep inhale and exhale. Taking a moment to ask yourself how you feel today. Taking a moment to honor anything and everything that is coming up for you, and without judgment or criticism, just observe. Just feel the expansion as well as the softening of the breath. And just take a moment of gratitude for making it on your yoga mat today or tonight. And as you are here, tuning on into your silence, with the eyes closed, I will read Remember by Joy Harjo. Remember the sky that you were born under. Know each of the stars' stories. Remember the moon. Know who she is. Remember the sun's birth at dawn. That is the strongest point of time. Remember sundown and the giving to night. Remember your birth, how your mother struggled to give birth. You are evidence of her life and her mother's and hers. Remember your father. He is your life also. Remember the earth whose skin you are. Red earth, black earth, yellow earth, white earth, brown earth. We are earth. Remember the plants, trees, and animal life who all have their tribes, their families, their histories too. Talk to them, listen to them. They are poems. Remember the wind. Remember her voice. She knows the origin of the universe. Remember you are all people, and all people are you. Remember you are the universe, and the universe is you. Remember all is in motion, is growing, is you. Remember language comes from this. And remember the dance that language is, that life is. Remember. And just continue to breathe. And when you are ready, let's open this practice with one loud Om. Take a nice big deep inhale for Om. And when you're ready, gently float the eyes open. Beautiful, guys. We're gonna go ahead and transition into child's pose. So let's go ahead and come on into our child's pose. Bring the Big knees, mat distance apart, the big toes are together. Come to sit on down. Blocks, if you have them, are in front of you. Blankets to the side. This is an affirmation card that says, obstacles are detours in the right direction. I'll have that right at the front of my yoga mat as well. Bowing on down, chin comes towards the chest, forehead down to the yoga mat, and just take a moment again to tune on in, connect with your breathing, find a moment of gratitude. Take a nice big deep inhale. And exhale. Begin to walk the hands all the way over to the right. Grounding down through the left fingertips, feeling a nice stretch from the left fingertips all the way to the glute muscle. Taking a nice big deep inhale. Exhale. Go ahead, slowly walk the hands all the way over to the right, or I should say to the left. And just feel a nice stretch on the right side of the body. All the way from the fingertips to the glute muscles. Square the heart down towards the yoga mat and just breathe in silence. And when you are ready, take a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the yoga mat, and then see if you can come onto the knees. So the hips are over the knees. Curl the toes under. Let's come into puppy pose. So walk the hands as far forward as possible, sending the heart on down. Chin comes towards the chest, bow on down. Round the shoulders towards the rib cage. Taking a nice big deep inhale. And exhale, maybe you want to wiggle the hips from side to side. Maybe you want to pulse in the shoulders. Last big deep breath in. Sighing it out. From here, go ahead, walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Ground down through the left fingertips. Inhale the right hand all the way on up, and then thread the right hand underneath the left side of the body. Maybe take a hold of the inside of the right thigh, or maybe just walk the left fingertips towards the front of the mat, and you have your arms in an L shape, and the ears just resting on the yoga mat, or the side of the head is resting on the yoga mat. Take a nice big deep inhale. And exhale, and just be here and present with the posture. And when you are ready, go ahead slowly. Release the hand from taking a hold of something and sweep the right hand all the way up towards the ceiling, and release the right hand on down. Let's go ahead, take it into the opposite side. So inhale the left hand all the way on up, and then thread the left hand underneath the right side of the body. Walk the right fingertips towards the front of the mat, or take a hold of the inside of the left thigh. And just allow yourself to be here and breathe. And when you are absolutely ready, go ahead, release the hand back onto the yoga mat underneath the right elbow, and sweep the left hand all the way on up, and release the left hand on down. Curl the toes under, press into the hands and feet. Send the hips up nice and high, and begin to pedal out the legs, bending through one leg, reaching through opposite heel. Just allowing yourself to move and breathe. It's summertime, so you may feel, especially if you have the air conditioner off, you may feel like the muscles are a little bit more loose. You feel a deeper stretch. Last big deep breath in. And on an exhale, inhale the right heel up towards the ceiling. And then go ahead, bend the right knee. See if you could step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Release the left knee on down. Send the right hand to the top of the right leg and just gently twist and hold. Now, if it's accessible for you, maybe you want to take a hold of the top of the left foot. And press the top of the left foot into the hand so the heart opens. And then go ahead, draw the left heel into the glute muscle. Maybe look down if the neck hurts. Last big deep breath in. And on an exhale, go ahead, release. Bring the hands to frame the right foot, heel toe the right foot to center, and then walk the hands towards the back of the mat to come onto the heel of the right foot. Slide it on forward, flex the toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe you can use your blocks. Take a nice big deep inhale to lengthen, and exhale, fold. And just relax here. Inhale, exhale. Last big deep breath in and exhale. Go ahead, rise through head, neck, and chest. Slide the ankle underneath the knee. Move the blocks to the side. Bring the fingertips to frame the left foot and curl the left toes under, lifting the left knee off the yoga mat. Go ahead, pivot the left foot down onto the yoga mat and windmill the arms into warrior two, melting the shoulders away from the ears, sending the tailbone on down. And then go ahead, place the palm or the top of one hand in the palm of the other and just kind of relax here. Inhale, straighten the right leg and exhale to bend. Inhale and exhale. Last big deep breath in, exhale. Perfect. Go ahead, bring the arms back into warrior two. Let's incorporate the arms now. Inhale, reaching the hands up overhead. And exhale, come back into warrior two. Twice more. Inhale, straightening the leg, reaching the hands up overhead, and exhale, coming into warrior two. Last time, breathing in. Exhale. Brilliant. When you're absolutely ready, go ahead, slowly straighten the right leg. Place the hands onto the hips and then see if you can turn the right toes to the left side of the yoga mat. We're gonna come into Skandasana. So walk the feet a little bit closer, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn so my back isn't facing you, but you stay right there. So turn the heels in, turn the toes outward, and go ahead, bend on into the knees and place the hands on down to the yoga mat. And just see if you can bend and straighten, maybe rocking up onto the heel, widening your stance as you bend and straighten. This is just Skandasana 101. Just a simple way to get on into it, getting into the hips. Beautiful, guys. Last big deep inhale and exhale. And when you are absolutely ready, go ahead, slowly begin to heel toe the feet on in. Let's come into a malasana. The heels are in, the toes are pointing outwards, and let's see if we can go ahead and sit on in. Bringing the thumbs to the heart. If the heels are lifting, kind of like this, you just take your blanket or a towel and bring it right underneath the heels of the feet so you feel that nice support. You can even use a block underneath the sit bones, and that feels really good too. And just hold for 2 more breaths. And when you are absolutely ready, go ahead, place the hands on down, straighten the legs, heel toe the feet nice and wide as your wide-legged forward fold permits, and then just come on into wide-legged forward fold. Sway the head yes, sway the head no. Blubber the lips to release the jaw. Beautiful. All right, go ahead, walk the hands back over to the right foot, turn onto the heel of the right foot, come onto the ball of the left foot, and then release the left knee on down. Let's come into lizard posture. Bring one forearm on down and then the other. If this is too much, just take your block or maybe 2 and bring it underneath the forearms. And just allow yourself to be here. You can widen or
Walk the left heel on out. Or I should say the right foot on out to the outside edge of the yoga mat a little bit more. For those who have a deeper variation, maybe you can place the hand to the inside of the right thigh and press the right thigh away. And if it's super accessible, maybe you could take a hold of the top of that left foot. And just be here. Take a nice big deep inhale and exhale. And go ahead slowly. Release the hand on down. Now here's the tricky part. Walk the right foot all the way over to the left side. And for those who are confused and saying, but this is your left foot, because I switched, I'm just cueing you with your right foot and using my left foot so you can see me. So go ahead, bring that left foot on over, and then see if you can come into sleeping pigeon. Using your block underneath the forehead, if the forehead doesn't reach all the way. Or maybe bringing a blanket underneath the hips to support them. And just allow yourself to be here. Release the jaw. Relax and let go. And when you are absolutely ready, go ahead slowly. Walk the hands towards that bent right leg. Open up in the heart space. And then go ahead slowly, curl the right toes under. Press up and back into three-legged dog. Bend on into the right knee and trace circles one way. And then the other. And then release the right foot on down. Let's take this into the opposite side. So take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale. And go ahead slowly, inhale the left heel all the way up towards the ceiling and then step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. See if you can go ahead, stay nice, tall, and then see if you can go ahead, take a hold of the top of the right foot, sending the hips forward and down, breathing into the right psoas muscle, or that muscle right connecting the hip and the quadricep. Press into the top of the foot, open up in the heart space, and then draw the heel towards the glute muscle. Ooh, yeah, that's deep. Last big deep inhale. And on an exhale, go ahead slowly. Release, curl the toes under. Walk the left foot towards the center, then walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Frame the left leg with the hands. Come into a runner's lunge, sending the toes up towards the ceiling. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, fold. And just breathe in. Exhale. Last big deep breath here. Exhale. When you're absolutely ready, go ahead, slide the left hand underneath the knee. Let's go ahead, place the left hand onto the left leg and just see if you can curl the right toes on under and then place the left hand on down. So that knee is nice and lifted. Go ahead, pivot the right foot down onto the yoga mat and windmill the arms into warrior two, melting the shoulders away from the ears. Go ahead, place the top of one hand in the palm of the other, melting the shoulders, tracing the left knee towards the pinky toe. Take a nice big deep inhale, straighten the left leg, and exhale, bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Last round, inhale. Exhale. Let's go ahead and incorporate the arms in warrior two. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead, straightening the left leg. And exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Last big deep inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead, straighten the left leg. Place the hands on the hips, turn the left toes to face towards the right side of the yoga mat so that the toes are in alignment, or the feet are in alignment with each other. The hips are nice and square, Skandasana. So we're going ahead, turning the toes on in, heels are turning the toes on out, heels are turned on in. We're gonna go ahead, come into Skandasana. So go ahead, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Perfect. Instead of a malasana here, we're just gonna go ahead, bend all the way on in to that left knee. Come to sit, bring the sole of the foot inward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bend up and over, folding over that right leg. And then slowly sweeping the hands on down. And when you are absolutely ready, go ahead, slowly walk the hands towards the left leg. Let's take this into the opposite side. So go ahead, sending the right sole of the foot to the inside of the left leg and bending up and over to the left, opening up in the heart space. My right side is a lot more open than my left side, but that's okay. If the fingertips can't touch the toes, just keep pressing the right shoulder to the back of the room. And when you are ready, slowly exhale. Come into your forward fold posture. Beautiful. Last big deep inhale. And on an exhale, go ahead, slowly come to rise on up. Brilliant. Okay, we're gonna transition out a little bit different. So go ahead, slowly, just come onto the hands and knees. We're getting the wide-legged forward fold on this side. And then step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, heel-toeing the left foot to the outside edge of the mat, walking the right foot as far back as possible, and coming into your lizard, finding a similar variation that you did on the opposite side so things are nice and even. Maybe taking a hold of the top of that right foot, pressing the top of the foot into the hand, hand into the foot. Ooh, and just stay here. And when you are ready, last big deep breath in. Exhale, release. Heel toe the left foot all the way over to the right side edge of the yoga mat. Be mindful of your knee as you do this. You can even have your knee on an angle. You can use a blanket or a block depending on where you're at today. And then go ahead, come on into your pigeon practice. And again, let the yoga mat carry all and any worries and cares, any to-do lists. Release the outside world and just tune on into how you are feeling, breathing into the stretch, into the spaces of resistance. Sigh it on out. And when you are absolutely ready, go ahead, slowly begin to walk the hands towards this right leg. Curl the left toes under, press up and back into three-legged dog, bending on into the left knee, stacking the left knee over the hip, tracing circles one way and then the other. And releasing the left foot on, down. Let's go ahead, come back into child's posture. And just release, let go, sway from side to side. If it's accessible, can you slither all the way onto the belly? Placing one hand on top of the other, bending the knees, windshield wipering the knees. And then see if you can bring the right arm out into an L shape. And then can you come all the way onto the side and get a nice stretch on the right side of the body. Using that left hand to press into the yoga mat. And go ahead, let's take this into the opposite side. I'll be mindful of my left side because I know this is where my mic pack is. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Breathe into the left arm, use the right hand to really press. 2 more breaths. And when you are ready, go ahead, slowly come back onto the belly. Sweep the legs in front. Take a Baddha Konasana, send the soles of the feet together. Knees are nice and wide, grounding down through the sit bones. Take a nice big deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. And when you are ready, slowly come to rise on up on an inhale. Exhale, bring the knees together, slowly come on into your Shavasana. And just release, let go, stay here. Take a nice big deep inhale into the belly. Exhale, sigh it out. Honoring your feelings, remembering who you are, all that you do. And know you are worthy of all blessings. You are more than enough. And you are exactly where you are meant to be. Clear the mind. Let go of anything that doesn't serve you, any thoughts that don't serve you. You can stay here for the remainder of however long you need for your Shavasana. Or you can begin to slowly come on up and press on up to
a nice, comfortable seated position. I want to thank you for practicing with me today. I hope this sequence helped you release, relax, let go of anything that was holding you down or stressing you out. May you always be filled with peace, love, joy. May you always remember to thrive as well as practice. Have an amazing rest of your day, night, or weekend. Namaste.